Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
This year, my mom got me the perfect bag for back to school.
These colorful binders help me stay organized.
These headphones are just what I need for studying.
These new sneakers are just what I needed for the new year.
This jacket is a real must-have.
My parents got me the skateboard I wanted. It's pretty cool.
These scissors really come in handy in art class. These colored pencils too.
These new socks, they can be a real lifesaver.
And I finally got my own phone to stay in touch with my mom.
What's going on, gang? What's going on, gang? Get on the bus. We got a good day today. We got a beautiful day today, guys. We will be exploring the emotion and feeling, the feeling that becomes the emotion of anxiety, guys. This is going to be a good one. A lot of us suffer from this, and at any given different time, you know what I mean? We endure this anxiety shit right here, guys. So we back on our chart right here. We messing with our 27 emotions. We learning them so that we can stay in control of them. And we know how to handle them and compartmentalize these things. All right, guys? So before we get started, hit that like button, guys. Wipe your feet on the like button. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, emotions, none of that, guys. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense. And we do not complicate it, guys. All right? So we're going to talk about anxiety today, guys. And I want you guys to understand that anxiety is worry, man. It's worry. It's not really fear. It's not so much fear, but it's more so worry. And you can worry yourself into being scared. You know what I mean, guys? So you got to try to control that. And also keep in mind, guys, that I am not by any stretch of the imaginations professional help. You know what I mean? I can only give you guys from my perspective and the Bible. I can only give you guys what God, the word of God. You know how we do over here. You know what I mean? A lot of you might need to go get some professional help. So with that said, let's get on into the intro. Don't want to waste no time. This is an important one. And make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Because apparently we're in like a private competition. We're in like a secret competition. You know what I mean? You know, we always go live at 9:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? No later than 10. You know what I mean? So if another channel might want to compete and see, you know what I mean? I don't know. But keep in mind, guys, that we are being watched. We are being watched. So you guys, let's give them let's give them what they want to see. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Get this message out. You know what I mean? We're helping the people today deal with anxiety. All right. We touching topics that people don't want to talk about. They don't touch on. You know what I mean? They're a waste of a channel. You know what I mean? Waste of a channel. They're not helping the people. All right, so let's get into five. Let's do 5 things people with anxiety secretly do alone. All right, guys. But before we do that, let's pull up. What is anxiety, guys? Feeling tense, nervous, or unable to relax. Having a sense of dread or fearing the worst. You know what I mean? See, you guys will worry yourself into some craziness because you don't have your faith where you're supposed to have it. Now, the Bible talk about this word anxiety and anxiety. God asks us never to be anxious. You know what I mean? Don't be anxious. Put your anxiety in him. But of course, that's too difficult for y'all. Y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that stuff. But anyway, feeling like the world is speeding up or slowing down. Feeling like other people can see you're anxious and are looking at you. You know those people, guys. You know those people. And a lot of the virtuous sisters, a lot of your real women, not your modern woman, a lot of your real women, they're gonna suffer from anxiety, bro. I'm not even going to cap to you. Miss Goodbread, man. Miss Goodbread, salute to her. But this is one of her weaknesses right here. She'll let you know that. She honest with you too. So a lot of the virtuous sisters is gonna suffer from anxiety. They're just Stuart Littles. The world is too much. What all that society does to the mind, body, and soul, bro, you can see why so many people suffer from anxiety out this mall. You know what I mean? But you gotta control it. You gotta be able to control it, or you will, man, you will fold. You will fold in this wicked world. You will fold. You know what I mean? You'll trade your freedom for security. You'll start trading shit that you ain't supposed to be trading. You know what I mean? Because you worried. And it ain't never gonna happen. You will think of something, you will work yourself into a problem, a situation that really don't exist. It really don't, you know what I mean? It's not there. It's in your mind. All right? Let's get back to what we were saying. Right? All right. So what our book say? See, Therefore, Matthew 6:34, he told you, therefore, do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble, guys. All right? So don't worry, bro. You know what I mean? Part of the reason why y'all be anxious is money, the lack of money, your financial illiteracy. So you're so worried. You're always worried. You're always worried. You spend your whole life worrying. You know what I mean? Knock it off, guys. Knock it off. All right, so let's get into 5 things people with anxiety secretly do while they're alone, guys.
Hey, Psych2Goers, welcome back. Think you've never experienced anxiety before? Well, you might not have realized it, because people experience anxiety in different ways. Your idea of anxiety might not align with how you experience it. And you may not notice anxiety in someone who grapples with it privately. So it's important to remember to always be kind, because you can never know what others are struggling with when they're alone. If you're dealing with anxiety, know that you're not alone in facing these challenges. Anxiety is a normal part of life. It alerts us to dangers and helps us prepare for a wide variety of situations. But, according to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM, anxiety becomes a disorder when it starts to impact daily functioning and different aspects of life. With that said, here are 5 things people with anxiety secretly do alone. Number 1. Overthink, overthink, and overthink. Anxiety disorder.
Exactly, guys. Like I told you, you got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your head. And a lot of the times it be because your background noise. Turn the radio down. Let God in, guys. Turn the music off. Them frequencies ain't right. You know what I mean? Stay up out of people's business. You know what I mean? Y'all carry everybody's business but your own. You know what I mean? Take a release. Worry about yourself. Y'all harbor and y'all take on so much. And that all causes high anxiety, guys.
Are characterized by excessive or disproportionate worry and fear that gets in the way of daily activities. It may not be as obvious to other people, but those who struggle with anxiety tend to overthink while in the presence of others and when alone. Many people who struggle with anxiety tend to dwell on negative thoughts about themselves and their past. They may replay these past events in their head over and over, trying to think of what they could have done differently, and may also imagine possible future events to try and anticipate things that might go wrong. 2. Confine themselves to their comfort zone. Everyone feels anxious now.
Exactly. And see, I don't want you guys that do that the high anxiety, guys, don't mistake that for you being a Sigma. You are not a Sigma. Remember, Sigma males, they they rather be alone because there's more time to spend on their purpose. You know what I mean? It's not they don't rather be alone because of a shame and embarrassment because of the anxiety. No. I mean, that makes you a loner. That makes you a loner. So that's why you gotta be able to handle that emotion of anxiety. You gotta be able to handle that, guys. Or it would turn you into a whole different person, a different human being.
But those struggling with an anxiety disorder constantly adjust their lives to cater to it. They may stick to activities that calm their racing thoughts or engage in pursuits that allow them to avoid the things that make them feel anxious instead of choosing activities purely for fun or interest.
Right, so you're never gonna really find your true purpose. You're never gonna find your true purpose, what honestly truly makes you happy. Because if it involves other people, you forget about it. You could forget about it if it involves other people.
Rewatching the same shows over and over because they don't have to feel anxious anticipating what might happen next. Some people may not even be able to leave the house out of fear of being in places and situations where escape may be difficult. Or they may struggle to leave the house without a certain person they're scared to lose. 3. Withdrawal from social interaction. Some people with anxiety may have a limited social life and turn down invites, not out of a lack of interest, but to stay home to calm certain worries and fears. In some cases, the person may seem uninterested in spending time with others due to a crippling fear of feeling humiliated, rejected, or looked down on in social interactions. People with anxiety may withdraw socially to cope with their fears and might avoid their phones or ignore or turn off their notifications to manage their feelings of anxiety, and then feel overwhelmed and anxious later when they see the backlog of messages. 4. Procrastinate or struggle to finish tasks. People with anxiety, especially high-functioning anxiety, may seem like completely put-together achievers, but they may also grapple with getting their work done when they're alone because anxious thoughts may force them to procrastinate. Anxiety also affects working memory, which makes it difficult to focus long enough to complete tasks, and so they may then have to rush to get things done on time, adding extra stress. And 5. Tossing and turning in bed. Having anxiety doesn't immediately translate to nervous, jittery energy that others can easily detect. Someone with anxiety can seem calm and rested, when in reality they might be tossing and turning at night, unable to fall asleep because of their anxious thoughts. If they do manage to get some sleep, they might be restless or riddled with nightmares about their anxieties. For example, those with separation anxiety disorder may have nightmares about being separated from their loved ones. Anxiety disorders are complex and varied, but remember that a certain level of anxiety is normal. And anxiety disorders are those that cause significant distress or impairment in different areas of life. If you or anyone you know are struggling with an anxiety disorder, please don't hesitate to reach out to a qualified mental health care provider. Can you relate to any of these signs? Share with us.
That's a fact, guys. Don't hesitate, like I said, to get to some professional help, guys. Get to some professional help. You know what I mean? Because it can get overwhelming at times, guys. It can get overwhelming, and it's I want to say it's a natural thing in some of you guys. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to work on it. You're gonna have to work. It's gonna take some time. And let's look at where it comes from, guys. Man. Difficult experiences in childhood, adolescence, or adulthood are a common trigger for anxiety problems. Going through stress and trauma when you're very young is likely to have a particular big impact. Experiences which can trigger anxiety problems, including things like physical or emotional abuse. Guys, again, do you see why I always put the pressure on hell of a mothers, guys? Because it always stem back to that childhood. People messed up running around here. Our peers is messed up. The criminals is messed up because of their childhood, because of their parenting, guys. Because of bad, poor parenting, sucky parenting that now gets to stick their hands in their pocket as if they did nothing, as if I did my best. I did the best I could do. All these kids running around here with anxiety disorders and all types of shit, all cursed. Those are curses, guys. That's part of the generational curse. Remember, he said he will bless it upon those who do not love him, who hate him. Guys, some symptoms of anxiety, guys. What are signs and symptoms of anxiety? Feeling restless, wound up, or on edge. Being easily fatigued, having difficulty concentrating, being irritable, having headaches, muscle aches, stomach aches, or unexplained pains, difficulty controlling feelings of worry. Can't hide, guys. You can't run from your own character, guys. If you're one of these people that suffer from high anxiety, you got to get to some help. You know what I mean? It's only a matter of time before you bleed your worry on somebody else. You know, you got those people, guys, they negative Nancy's. And you know, because you go to them with a great idea and they'll get into straight victim mode. Oh, no, that's not going to work. And then they start thinking about all of the negative stuff that could happen. They just can't not think positive. They just cannot think positive. You see how that anxiety, their anxiety, will spill all over you. Some of you guys get your information, the information that y'all make decisions off of, from very anxious people, from people that suffer from high anxiety. So how can they give you information that you can take and use for your life when they information that they given is riddled in what they're going through? Remember, I told you people go through what they're going through. And there's no such thing as perfect people. You know what I mean? No such thing as perfect people. This is why you got to make sure you is great. You got to put yourself first. And you really got to put your faith in God, bro. Y'all put your faith in people. And people be going through things. People be suffering this shit right here. This anxiety shit, guys. But you know how we do over here. So we going to go and give y'all the blueprint. We're going to give y'all the key. You know what I mean? And this is how I deal with anxiety, guys. This is exactly how I deal with it. You know, we going to A-Lux. Salute to my Professor. I'm going to steal some information, the information that the white man, you know how y'all is, the white man don't want y'all to have. So make sure y'all pay attention to this. My anxiety, people, my high anxiety folks, my warriors, my worry horses. Make sure y'all paying attention to this right here. This is the blueprint. This is how you gonna fix it. This is as close to professional help as you gonna get. Shout out to A-Lux. We back, A-Lux. What's going on? We miss you, girl. Word.
This is a special series we're doing before the end of the year, where we answer some of the questions you ladies and gents have sent our way. If you're new here, do yourself a favor and subscribe. You're currently missing out. Here's today's question. How do you fight anxiety? Asked by Mike Syntax on our Facebook page. Before we get into the tools and how-tos of this video, we'd like to take a look at what being anxious actually means, because the term has been widely popularized in recent years. Here's the definition. Anxiety is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something with an uncertain outcome. Okay, in this video, we'll attack the definition and deconstruct it, so you'll not only understand how to fight anxiety, but also identify when people say they are anxious, but are actually just lazy and don't want to deal with what's happening in their lives.
Bingo.
Before we get
Bingo.
started, we'd like to make something very...
Bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Yeah. I mean, you know, everything gonna come back to yourself, taking accountability with yourself. Now,
very clear. We are not medical professionals, and advanced cases of anxiety can result in what's called a general anxiety disorder, which cannot be tackled in the same way the average person experiences it can.
absolutely.
And that's why we recommend seeking professional help. For the rest of us, anxiety is something we can tackle head on and come out ahead. People who are emotionally unstable are more likely to experience anxiety in their lives.
And that's why we channel this, we mold this channel around controlling your emotions. Do you see how everything ties back to your emotions, bro? Like everything, guys. This quality information right here, even, you know what I mean? Even the quality information, the higher you go up in the information that you intake, everything gonna come back to emotions. Everything.
This emotional instability comes from a lack of control they exercise in their environment. Basically, the better the grasp you have on your life, the less emotionally unstable you'll be.
That's a fact. And if you stop trying to control everything around you, remember I said that, stay up out of people's business, stop taking on people worry. When you take on people's stress, they don't have the stress no more. But guess who holding it? You. Y'all put yourself in so many things. You worry about what's going on at the work. You worry about so-and-so at the job. You worry about your kids. You in everybody's business but yourself, but your business, but fixing your mind. You got to fix you. Let all that other shit go. Let all that other shit go and focusing on you.
Looking back at the definition, you can see that the weight of the argument is split between the beginning and the end of a sentence. An unpleasant feeling about an uncertain outcome. The solution to fighting anxiety is to become a master of your destiny, to take responsibility for the things that happen in your life, because it all starts with you. Life is split between things we can control and things we can't. We've made two extraordinary videos.
And I told you that before. I told you that is poverty. Poverty is 50% circumstance that we can't control, and 50% acceptance of those circumstances. Now that part we can control. It's up to us if we want to accept that shit or not.
On these two topics, which we cannot recommend enough. You'll be surprised by how many things you believe you can't control, but you actually directly influence. Click in the top right corner to watch that video, and then come back to this one. Once you realize how much power you can exercise in your world, you should stop acting like a victim and start sorting things out. Even if things outside of your control happen, you are responsible for the way you react to them and how prepared you were to face them. If you can predict the outcome, it's no longer uncertain, and we're no longer dealing with anxiety,
Right.
according to the definition.
Right.
You're technically only left with the stress of...
Right. So you got to stop clinging to excuses. You got to stop looking for the excuse before you even attempt to do anything. You already clinging to the fucking worry of what's gonna happen, and you don't even know what's gonna happen. Come on, man. Remember I told y'all it's either you playing the risk game or the blame game. Stay away from the blame game, B.
Putting in the work. Someone who is disciplined should be able to tackle stress accordingly. If you can't influence the outcome, there's no point in worrying, because worrying cannot change the result.
Exactly. If the nigga not gonna change to be who you want him to be the robot you want him to be, why? Just leave him alone. Bro, if she not the girl that you want, why chase? Or why turn yourself into a new nigga for her? Get rid of her. Simple. We be worrying about the wrong shit. See what I mean? We be attaching our emotions and feelings to the wrong shit. All of these things on the list is tied together. If you ain't noticed, all of this shit tied together. Worrying about something that doesn't have anything to do with you. Worshiping, praising. You know what I mean? Worrying. You know what I mean? We got to gain back our emotions, guys. We got to grasp that. We got to get back our emotions. They got them. They took them from us. You know what I mean? We got to get them back. It's creating a mental illness. But that's the curse. That's the curse because nobody wanted to do it God way. So you think you're going to live? You think you're going to rock out? not doing it his way? You think you're going to actually rock out doing it the way you want to do it? That's where the anxiety come from. You ain't got no faith in God. So he going to remind you, you should have faith in him.
In worrying, because worrying cannot change the result. Instead of giving you some lame tactics about how you should breathe in and breathe out, make a list of the things you appreciate in yourself and eat a donut. We recommend you pull your shit together.
Right.
You might not like this advice, but it's what you have to do. You need to start being sincere with yourself.
Listen here, yo. Y'all know how I am. I'm not here to sit here and, everything gonna be okay. I'm not here to give you that treatment, that grandma treatment, that lie shit. Everything not gonna be okay if you don't get to work. If you don't get to action, everything not gonna be okay. And see, a lot of our problem is because we have no financial literacy, because we so worried. We worry ourselves. We worry ourselves. You know what I mean? It's simple, guys. When you understand active income and passive income, and you understand the difference, all that worrying, all that anxiety, that shit goes away, because money is no longer your problem. And a lot of y'all be anxious and all bugging the fuck out and worried because y'all haven't figured out the money problems. Remember, you have two types of problems in this world, guys. Life problems and money problems. One of the life problems is figuring out this anxiety shit. But you're never going to get to that if you still ain't figure out the money problem, guys. And there's two types of money problems. Two types of ways to get money. Active income and passive income. We're going to get into that next. Because y'all niggas is crazy.
About the things you know you should be doing, but aren't. In the words of Jordan Peterson, start with your room. If you're unable to keep a tidy place, how can you expect to have any order in a complex life? Start small and then build outwards. This is a very, very valuable lesson. If you're struggling with this issue, we cannot recommend enough his book called 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos. You might be familiar with Jordan, and his book offers quite a different perspective than most self-help books do. We know it's fairly expensive, so if you go to alux.com/freebook and sign up, you can get it for free thanks to our partnership with Audible. Anxiety is the result of being uncertain about yourself and not the world, and that's what most people get wrong. If you're confident in your ability to perform, you're gonna crush.
And a lot of this joint gonna tie back to your self-esteem. You have to work on your self-esteem, bro. A lot of it gonna tie back to our self-esteem. Esteem in self.
Job interview. If you're confident in your knowledge, you're not going to be unsettled by an exam. If you're in a good place in your life, it doesn't matter what other people think. The next time someone says they suffer from anxiety, talk to them, and depending on their answers, either help them find professional help or call them out on their bullshit. What about you, Aluxers? Do you feel anxious about things? How do you deal with it? Let us know in the comments.
Facts. Facts, guys. Facts. And that's our conclusion, guys. We gave it to you straight. You know, I don't be playing with y'all. I'm trying to help y'all get better, bro. And y'all ain't gonna get better with lies and hearing feel good stuff that you want to hear. You're gonna hear the stuff you need to hear over here, guys. Word. So that's the conclusion. Make sure y'all run this video up. You know what I mean? And again, like I said, if this don't work, this is the best information on anxiety that you're gonna get. You know what I mean? Other than some professional help. You know what I mean? So if this don't work, if you can't pull nothing from this video, then bruh, get to some help. Right? But before we leave, guys, of course, because the Bible talk about this all throughout, man. Look at Proverbs, guys. This is why y'all so anxious. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, not half of it. Not, I'm just believe some. Oh, the church done confused me because I don't know Sky Zaddy, I don't know God, Jesus Christ, Allah. I'm confused. Guys, it's only one God, bro. It's only one God. All right, I don't care who they try to copy and push and try to replace him for. No, it's one. All right, guys. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. It's a lot of things you're not going to understand. And you will be a fool trying to understand it. That's where the anxiety and the worry going to come in. You can't control everything. The only thing you can control is yourself. See how that works? You see how that works? Do not lean on your own understanding because he know you don't know nothing. He know you don't know. He know you don't know. He know your mother didn't teach you. He know her mother didn't teach her. He know you don't know. So just trust in him. Trust that he know that you don't know. So if he know that you don't know, then you don't need to worry about it. Fuck is you worried about? Exactly. In all your ways, acknowledge him. But that's the part. That part. That part. Y'all don't acknowledge him. Y'all don't care to acknowledge him. And he will make straight your path. You know what I mean? But I acknowledge him. I don't care who don't like it. This is why I get my results. This is why I teach y'all. Get to him. One more. Last but not least, guys. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart and your mind in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things, guys. All right, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all morning. I'm going to get on out of here. I got some things to do at the warehouse. I'm here now. You know what I mean? Unless y'all niggas want to go in there with me and shit. Y'all ain't finna help me do no work. Y'all can't help me. All y'all can do is sit there and stare at me and shit while I got to work. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm about to get on in here, guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Wednesday. I will be seeing you guys later. We'll be talking about the hero, Mississippi boy, the young black boy, man, black boy magic. Yes, we need stories like this, man. I mean, they don't talk about black young men in this light. I'm surprised nobody touched on this story yet either. But we definitely gonna be touching on it. You know what I mean? So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Like I said, love y'all, appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, guys, wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. I'll see y'all later, man.